let me ask you this question. Are we actually upgrading the roster? Or are we about to make the same mistakes all over again? The portal opens soon, and now all the pressure is on Coach Pope to prove that he can build a real contender. Because if he misses, BC, if he misses, the season could be over even before it starts. What's up, BC? What's going on, guys? And welcome to the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm your boy, Big Mike, here with the DC. And,
Whoa!
hey, BC gives you no fake hype, just real BBN talk. What's good with you, BC, man?
Man, same old, man. You know, everything's good. God's good. Family's good.
Well, that's always a plus.
Trying to get this Kentucky basketball good.
Man, I feel like the last time since we've been on here and we talked, I feel like it's just been I feel like it's just been so much going on here lately, bro. And now we back here live. We could talk about it. Let's see. Since the last time we talked, BC, we've lost 2 coaches. We got a coach, I guess, according to today. We got a coach today, or at least that's what it seems like. And Mo Williams. We lost a player in Jalen Lowe. We gained a player in Mason Williams. Man, what's going on with Kentucky basketball? Is this the second best time of the year after outside of March Madness? Is like what does Kentucky basketball look like going into year 3, which in my opinion is such a critical year for Coach Pope. It is. And will Coach Pope be able to build a roster that can really be a real contender? Your thoughts?
Man, we shall see.
That's not good enough, BC. Man, that's not good enough. Well, BC, that's not good enough, bro. Because this is year 3 for Kentucky basketball up under this regime, and what are we going to do?
Hey, man, I hope he gets some players, some dogs, man. This is what I'm saying, Big Mike. This is going to be an every year thing. It's going to be it is what it is. It's going to be an every year thing. That's like the teams in the Final Four right now. Some of the teams are pure basketball schools, especially like UConn.
Yeah.
You know, Duke got put out, but Duke basketball school, pure. I'm talking about they're not competing with football or anything else. So
football's been pretty good there lately, though.
Yeah, it's all right. But
I get your point though.
Yeah, they're not competing with, so they're gonna get players.
Yeah.
So everybody, you know, Kansas is another. They gonna get players, but it's gonna be for a lot of colleges, this is gonna be an every year thing. Well, the turnover ratio is gonna be like that. You can strike gold one year, then the next year it's an issue.
Yeah.
So we'll see, because you don't know who, you know, it's rumors that Collins might go back to BYU. So it's rumors. And it's gonna be like that every year.
Okay. Well,
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, so for me, I think the fan base is really going to really pay a lot of attention to what this is all about, to what happens this year. I know the portal doesn't open for another about 2 weeks or so or whatever, but I think a lot of people really watching this. I know that there seems to be people who's already. I'm not sure if you can actually hit the. I guess you can hit the portal now. I guess you just can't pick people up. I guess I'm not sure how that all works, to be honest, BC. But you know, of course, as people hit the portal and as people continue to announce they're leaving or whatever, this is very, very exciting for the BBN, because not only is it we just want to see who comes here, we want to see, as I said in the beginning, is this going to be the year that Coach Pope he brought in Mo Williams. We're speaking of Mo Williams. How do you feel about this hire with Mo Williams?
I feel it's a good hire because Mo Williams, he was a shooter when he played in the NBA, and
Okay.
I think it would be good, but even better if they were to get Jamal Crawford. That would
You
be
think that would have been a better hire?
heck yeah. That would have been big time because Jamal Crawford, he knows a lot of these kids because in Seattle he has the summer league that he hosts all the time, and so he's
Okay.
around a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So that would have been big, but it's hard to get somebody away from that NBA money, that TV money.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I agree with you too as well.
But I've been giving Mark Pope grace. You know this.
Yeah.
I've been giving him grace over the last 2 years, but this year right here, this year is the
Hold on.
year. This is the make. Yeah.
Hold on. Stop. Y'all listen to BC because BC when he gets an emotion like this, I personally want to hear what he got to say because he's so I give him grace, so I ain't got too much to say. So if he's going to say, but this year, when he's specifically saying this year, I got to hear what he says. BC, what are you saying about this year in year 3?
This is the make and break year. We all know
did you
that.
just say that?
Man, what? Hey. Am I the one to say when Mark Pope arrived, he's in the frying pan? This is Kentucky.
Yeah.
We have unrealistic expectations, don't we? I feel we do. So what I'm saying is the reason why I was giving Mark Pope grace is because the players was injured.
Yeah.
2 years where he had key players that was injured. This is the make or break year because now everybody's like, okay, we got you, Mark Pope. You here? It ain't no you here. So what you gonna do this year? So it's the make or break year for Mark Pope.
Dougie says, told everyone we're getting a new roster. We are, but how does that look though? I mean, if we get a new roster, then that in a sense tells me if he feels that we're gonna get a new, that means we're gonna lose 80% of our players. I mean, doesn't it? I mean, how can you get a new roster if you only getting 2 or 3 people? If you get a new roster,
That's like I said. This gonna be an every year thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so here's the thing. I'm just waking up. You guys know I wake up at the end about when it's time for the show. So I know about Jalen Lowe. Have we lost? I mean, people are kind of talking like we've already lost more than Jalen Lowe. Did I miss something? Have we lost? Has anybody else already officially put themselves in the portal and left Kentucky? Has exited the premises at UK that I don't know about? I mean, I wake up and I'm like, oh, okay, so we hired Mo Williams. I don't think that was so let me ask the hard question about Mo Williams and his son. Would his son be at Kentucky if his dad wasn't coming to Kentucky? Is he that type of point guard that he can come to Kentucky even without his dad being a coach at Kentucky? And I look, I don't want to start no controversy, but let's be real. Like a lot of teams go out and get parents because they want their players. So is this one of those hires? I want your player. I will give you a job. I mean, no, and this is no disrespect to what Mo Williams did throughout his career, but is that the case?
Well, that's been going on for ever since prior sports been in existence.
Okay.
My dad was coach.
Yeah. I got you.
It would people ask my dad to be a coach so I could be on the team.
Sometimes you got to go to the source, huh?
It could be a good player, average player, or really good player. But would he be at Kentucky? No, probably not. But would Bronny James be a Laker if it wasn't for LeBron James?
Yeah. That's a good point, BC.
So would a lot of people be working at an organization or a company if it wasn't for the parents?
Okay.
So it happens.
Okay. Well, I mean, but look, let's be real. We're talking about life, and then we're talking about Kentucky basketball.
That is
People
life
look
to a
at
lot of
that.
people.
Absolutely. Well, and that's my point. It's like, okay, I understand, which is a good analogy of what you said, and that LeBron James with his son Bronny, that probably shut it down. We could probably close up shop right now and we can go home. But I mean, and that's good. I mean, I should. Yeah, only you could think about that. But I can't. I ain't smart enough. I'm not smart enough to think about
you
stuff
already
like
knew about it. I just reminded you.
See, there you go. There you go. But I think everyone for the foremost part is very, very excited about the possibilities of what the portal can be. You have to be honest. There's somebody out, there's people out there like myself is like I'm excited about what could be, but still you got to be, I'm still a little reserved because if Coach Pope doesn't hit a home run in the portal. So I asked a question this week. And I didn't want it to be a stupid question. I didn't want it to be a crazy question, but with with the other coach, I won't even say his name, but with the other coach, we know what kind of players he brought in. Coach Pope has not brought in a high caliber. Hold on, hear me out. Coach Pope has not brought in a high caliber player, freshman per se, since he's been at Kentucky. Now he brought in Colin because he came off his mission and everything. So I guess you could say he was a freshman, but he hasn't brought in. So I asked the question is if Mark Pope can somehow, and I know what people are saying about Stokes and everything like that. I don't get into that. If Coach Pope deems that the young man doesn't fit at Kentucky for whatever reason outside the court, then I support that. But if he's able to learn, if he's able to get Stokes to Kentucky somehow, some way, despite what maybe people say about him or whatever, if Coach Pope can get him at Kentucky, does that make you feel a little bit better about the season and just put some older guys from the transfer portal around him, and does that make you more excited? I mean, to me, that was a thought because we talk about we need to go out there. We need that A cuff. We need that dog. We need that one individual. Does that make sense a little bit?
Yeah, I understand what you yeah, it makes it where you are hyped for the season if you win college All-Americans or get some good guys in the porter that was real good on other teams.
Yeah.
And they come here, but in a sense it matters, but all that matters is what Coach Pope does in March. You can get 3 All-American, McDonald All-American, those burger boys, what Jimmy Jam likes to call them.
Yeah.
And you can have an A+ porter, get guys that and have a real good team that put together. But it's what you do in March. BBN gets excited, but it's still all about what you do in March.
See, I don't know if I agree with that. I agree with the March part of it, BC. That's for sure. Me and you, we're both agreeing on it. But let's be real. Kentucky fans want to win even throughout the regular seasons. Like they don't want to lose. Like they don't want to lose 8, 9, 10 games in the regular season.
But you get what I'm saying there? Yeah, I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying there, if Kentucky loses 12 games in the season,
yeah.
If you go to Final Four, Elite 8, that erases everything.
I guess I can do that.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Now he's going to hear it. It's going to be grease popping everywhere. But when he get the March Madness, and the farther he goes, Elite 8, Final Four, it erases everything that was done in the season. Of course, Kentucky fans want to win 30+ games a year and win the SEC and go to the Final Four or win the national championship.
Yes, they do.
But if you had your balance, if you win, say, 28 games in the regular season, and you don't make it out of the second round,
then everything
that's
is
bad.
that's bad.
That's bad. Ask Kyle Perry that.
Yeah.
But you can win 18 games, then make a run in March Madness, and get to the Elite Eight or Final Four. That erases everything that happened in the regular season. If Mark Pope would have got to the Elite Eight this year, that would have erased everything. Okay. Now it's still Mark Pope haters out there. No matter if he got the Final Four, it don't matter what Mark Pope do. It's just some Kentucky fans just don't like Mark Pope. Period. But if Mark Pope made a run and beat Iowa State, then went on and beat Tennessee, it would erase the whole lot of stuff during the regular season. Winning at the right time erases a whole lot of stuff.
Oh, I agree with you. Well, hey, BC, I want to read this comment by John Smith. He said, word is Mo Williams is close to Jamal Crawford, and that's Tyron's coach now. Also, Tyron changed his commitment date from tomorrow to next week, changed it from an Adidas event to a Nike event.
That's why I say if Jamal Crawford comes in, that changes the game.
Well, see, and here's the thing. Like I'm like maybe I should know. But I didn't really even know that Jamal Crawford was even in the running or even was even in conversation, and maybe that explains why. Maybe that explains why Josh Hart and the other coach left so fast, because maybe the writing was on the wall, I guess.
I don't know. They probably just seen a better opportunity and was like, okay, well,
SMU is better than Kentucky.
Well, it might not be better than Kentucky. They might pay better.
Well, okay. Well, then I guess if the players are going to get paid, I guess the coaches are too, huh?
But the thing is, Jamal Crawford is an NBA analyst.
Yeah.
That's good money. TV money is real good money.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe he wants to be a coach. He's a high school coach.
Yeah.
They're in Seattle.
Yeah. This is exciting, man. I look, BC, we was talking before the camera came on, and every time I turn the camera on now, bro, I get nervous. I get real nervous before I turn the camera on. And you was like, no, not really. I said, yes, I do. And I think I kind of feel the same way. It's like it's a nervous butterflies. I'm happy. Like I just met my wife for the first time. I get all bubbly inside about the possibilities of what can be. And like I want this year to be such a success, man, for Kentucky basketball. And I mean, let's be real. These shows are so much funner, so much better if we can win big games. And hopefully, once again, if it doesn't work out, then we're going, and even if we get Crawford to come, like, look, see who brought all this in here, then does it turn into Coach Pope can't coach? Man, if we can't even get it done?
Well, it's people already saying Coach Pope. Coach. When you
don't
lose,
have to wait until then,
when you lose, people say you can't coach, you got out coach. When you win, you can do the same exact thing as when they said you got out coached and you did good. Okay. So that's the part of being a coach. That's just the way it is. But getting if Jamal Crawford came along with Mo Williams, now the expectations go even more higher. I think Jamal Crawford can get some guys into Kentucky.
Okay.
But Mo Williams and Jamal Crawford ain't playing.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not going to play a game.
So, but I have to ask, even now that the Keegan guy, I think it's his name, who they brought in, who's at Kentucky now officially or whatever,
which would is he?
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to be acting as? Is he going to be acting as a GM?
I don't know. It will help Mark if you got these three guys. It's going to help Mark Pope with recruiting. So
Okay.
it's sort of like having a GM, but you got assistant coaches that can recruit. We all know,
Yeah.
it's like I always said, Mark Pope wasn't known for recruiting. He wasn't a Calipari or
Yeah.
a Steph, or he's not like that type. He came from BYU,
Yeah.
but those guys will help with recruiting
I got you.
and also coaching.
Well, I mean, those guys they got a multitude of experience in the league. That they both played for a while. We know Crawford played for a while. We know what he did. Mo Williams got championship and everything. So this I look like it's all going to be, hopefully, as of right now, look like it's all going to be a plus for the University of Kentucky. Now, can they bring in the right pieces that they can make it gel? What slow down?
Yeah,
I can't slow down, bro. I'm a Kentucky fan. How can I slow down?
Right now it's getting in the car and sitting back there in the back seat and just enjoying the ride.
I can't do that, bro.
The portal ain't opened up yet, and it's a lot of rumors going on. It's just hey, see what happens.
All right. As a matter of fact, let me see something for a second. What's the April the 7th is man, I gotta take a sick day that next day then. I gotta take a sick day on that 8th then for my knee. Take a sick day. Because you know what I would love to do, man, for that portal when a portal opens, because it opens probably, I guess, at midnight on the 7th. I assume that's probably when it opens at midnight. We need to do a live show and start. We need to do a live show. So Jimmy and Leah, if you're watching, you guys might want to plan to do a live show throughout this portal time. Okay, so yeah, when it opens, because I mean it's gonna be a lot of moving pieces that's going to be out there. I mean, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to hit the portal. And I'm just really curious on, is this going to be one of them years where we already got everything in place by the time it opens? The only thing we got to do is just, we hit the portal, we got the player, or is it going to be one of them opportunities where Coach Pope is going to give each player a chance to have his day? As far as he's coming to Kentucky, let's cheer on this guy. And then maybe a day and a half later, we got this guy, so everybody can have their own moment coming into Kentucky. Is he going to just announce, we got this player, we ready to ball now? Coach Pope got a lot of pressure, man, and I don't think a lot of people. He got a lot of pressure, Coach Pope got a lot of pressure. And here's the thing with Coach Pope is people are watching, and I'm talking about like outside, inside, around. Everybody inside the organization is watching what Coach Pope and this coaching staff is able to do in year 3, because I mean he's on the clock right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I know the NBA and all that stuff. You get 3 minutes to draft and now Coach Pope, you on it right now. You was on the chopping block when you first signed with Kentucky. But year 3 is really critical for the fan base, because you got fan bases. I mean, you got a lot of people in the fan base who are still like, I still believe in Pope. Give the guy a chance. And then a lot of people be like, he should have been gone after year 1. So I mean, let's call a spade, right? Yeah. People be like, he needs to go after 1 year. He don't deserve to be here. As a matter of fact, he don't even need to coach a game here at Kentucky. He just needs to go. But that's not me. But that's what some people say. Like, am I lying, BC? Is it some truth there?
Yeah.
Some truth there. Yeah. Let's say, BC, let's see what Design Ruffin from Jackson State. And see, so there's another player from Jackson State that is going to hit the transfer portal. He averages almost 24 points a ball game. Could he be hitting the portal because his head coach is leaving? I mean, people bring up the players. Can a player come from Jackson State up to the SEC? These are the kind of questions that you have to ask, because I guess if you're a good player, you could play and people are going to find you. But this is no disrespect to the HBCUs, but you're coming from there, going all the way up to D1, and not just D1, but you're going to Kentucky. The pressure that you didn't feel that pressure at Jackson State. This here's a different beast right now.
If you can ball, you can ball.
Well, we'll see. Because I mean, look, if Coach Pope sneezes out of the right side of his mouth instead of the left side of his mouth, people are gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
People gonna talk about it. So if you telling me that you're gonna go to Jackson State and get another player, he better come in, because BBN is not that forgiving like other teams. You understand what I'm saying? You know that better than I do. BBN is not that forgiving. So if you tell me that you're going to go get a player from Jackson State out of everybody that hits the portal, and you're going to get a player from Jackson State just because his coach came, you better make it win. You better make it work. Because if you don't, what you doing, Coach Pope?
If you can look at it this way. Coach comes to Kentucky, and you got a player that averages 24 points a game.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's in a high school or whatever. And the coach is used to coaching this kid. You're going to take a chance on him.
Okay.
In college basketball, the portal is you shooting dice. You gamble.
Hit that 8.
7.
Where's that fever at? Not that I know anything about that.
You can get your number.
Yeah.
You roll 7 or 11 on first roll, or you can crap out.
It's true.
It's a gamble. That's what college basketball is. It's exciting.
Yeah,
it's a gamble. It's just like picking a number 1 pick, number 2 pick, number 3 pick. It's a gamble.
It is a gamble, bro.
They can be a bust.
Yep.
But in college versus the NBA, you can get a guy first round draft pick, and 3 years, 4 years down the road, he can become his best version. In college, you got 1 year to make it right. 1 year. And if you're lucky, they'll stay for a second year.
Well, with NIL, you definitely get the chances of keeping a player is higher, but it's also the chance. It's also that means let me put it like this: it's a better way of putting it. To keep a guy in college basketball is a lot easier now because of the NIL. Now keeping them at the same. Now it is.
Mike.
No. Because of the NIL, guys don't have to. Because of the NIL, guys don't feel like that they got to go pro this year. They can come back another year,
but they can go somewhere else.
That's what I'm getting to say. No, and see, well, that was the point that I was making. Is it's easier for guys to come back to college now.
Okay.
But But keeping them on the same team for 2 years in a row, now that's a different story.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, I would rather for a kid to leave my program and go to the NBA than go to another team.
Exactly, but unfortunately, that doesn't happen. Otherwise, the transfer portal wouldn't be that popular.
When we used to say who's going to be here next year, it was because guys. It was, are they going to go to the league, or are they going to come back another year?
Yeah.
It wasn't, are they going to stay, or they going to go to another team? We wasn't dealing with that 4 or 5 years ago. If a player was going, if we was sitting here debating about a player leaving, it was going to the NBA.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I mean, it maybe we'd be like, maybe he should come back another year. But with the teams that the last coach had here, I mean, you just knew that these individuals was going to go pro. It was just a way of life here at Kentucky. It was a way of life that was becoming in college basketball, and it was like, okay, we can try to persuade you to stay, but overall, like, dude, like, I'm going pro. I'm at Kentucky. The scouts have seen us. The scouts have spoken. We're leaving. There's no like in between. But now with the NIL, guys are like saying like, okay, I don't have to have that pressure. I feel like I got to go to the NBA after year 1. I can come back for a year 2 or year 3. Now, what team I'm going to be on, we know we know that's the big question mark that nobody knows until I'm staying or I'm going. And it is, you're right. It sucks that now I'm thinking back to Kentucky basketball a little bit, and I think, and please somebody help me out here in the comments. I need you guys' help over here with the comments. Okay. Wilcher was really in my opinion, was probably the first person that really hit the transfer portal with Coach Pope. Is that false or true? Because I'm trying to, because at one point we was the school that was saying, oh well guys come to Kentucky and they don't leave. They stay and they only go, they either do that 4 years or they go to the NBA. But I think if I'm correct, I think Wilcher was the first one. And after and if I'm correct, and somebody can tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm correct, once he left, it was almost like telling other players it's okay if you leave Kentucky, because it just seemed like people just start leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when he left, Big Mike, the reason why he left and he went to Gonzaga, right?
Yeah, he went to Gonzaga.
The reason why he left is because he felt he wasn't going to get to play. Well, because what was coming in the following year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now kids are leaving because they don't have to compete. That's like I talk about getting, 2 or 3 point guards. If we get 2 point guards, man, that's a blessing, because that's just like Jalen Lowe. Jalen Lowe's like, okay, we got another point guard coming in. I don't have to compete for that starting position. I can go somewhere else and start. That's just like Wilcher. He's like, hey, look what's coming in. You got all these All-Americans coming in. Oh man, I holler at you. I'm gonna go Gonzaga and I can play.
But I think the point is, though, is this Kentucky for a while, it looked like Kentucky was going to be one of those universities, kind of like, I'm coming to Kentucky because I want to play at Kentucky and whatever it takes for me to be on the team. And my whole point is for Kentucky, I think the transfer portal, or people transferring out, sort of started with him up under the last regime. Yeah.
Because what was coming in, a lot of players was coming to Kentucky, knew they was going to be one and done. A lot of players, when they was sophomores, they was like, I want to go to Kentucky because Kentucky is the portal to the NBA. All I have to go do is play my game. Calipari is the guy that is getting guys, because you looking and you seeing guys go first round.
Yeah,
3 or 4 guys in the starting lineup going first round. Guys sitting on the bench, coming off the bench, going first round.
Yep.
Why you wouldn't want to go there? Especially if you're a point guard, when you have seen D Rose, you have seen John Wall, you have seen Knight, all these great point guards that Calipari has had. You're gonna be like, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. That's true.
But now it's true. Man, I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to. So I'm gonna take my talents elsewhere and get paid for it. Wilcher wasn't getting paid. He was just like, I'm not going to get to play with what's coming in. I don't want a national championship, so I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm not going to get to play with what coming in this door.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I think,
and it's like NIL, the same thing, but he just wasn't getting paid.
So let me ask you about this Jalen Lowe. Are you shocked that he left?
No. Remember I was telling you when we was talking about you want to get 2 or 3 point guards coming in?
Yeah.
And I was like, good luck with that, because if you got 3 good point guards in the NIL era, why are they going to want to be on the same team?
Because they want to play.
No, who's going to say I'll be the backup coach?
Yeah,
sir, I'll be the backup. Who's going to do that? So I'm not surprised once Williams came in. Now I don't know what type of player he is.
Okay,
but I guess Jalen's like, man, sure, I'm not trying to compete for no position.
I got you. I mean, a lot of people.
And I don't know if that's what's in his mind. I don't know. He might might have not liked Kentucky, or vice versa. I don't know. All I
Okay.
know is that he said, "I'm gonna take my talents elsewhere."
Let me ask you a question, bro. It's so much out there on social media.
Mm-hmm.
People out there really think that I don't, and I don't ever want to come on here and feel like I have answers to everything, because I don't have answers to mostly anything. But I heard this guy say is that if Colin stays at Kentucky now,
Mm-hmm.
if anybody out there that heard this too as well, you guys please chime in. This guy said that that it's basically going to come down to if Colin stays at Kentucky, Cam is gone, or vice versa.
It's like I said, Mike. Yeah, why I'm on a battle for position?
Yeah,
Majority everybody wants to start, but
yeah,
you have some kids that some kids are just like, you have some Reed Shepherds every once in a
yeah,
while. It's like, man, shoot, I come off the bench, whatever it takes for the team to win. If I
yeah,
come off the bench and by my play, I'm going to be in there when the buzzer goes off,
yeah.
so be it.
I
But
got you.
then you have some kids that are like, I want to be in the starting lineup. I want to get my 25, 30 minutes.
But you can't promise that to everybody, though. That's the problem.
Well, you
Does
can't
is
promise
look
it, but some people are
is
lying to them.
but is Coach Pope in a position now where either he has to lie to him or he has to be sincere and says, "You come to Kentucky, I will give you your X amount of minutes a night."
Well,
Are we at that point now with the urgency of Kentucky basketball to be relevant again or to be back up there? I mean, look, when I say relevant, I mean contending for a national championship. We're going to get the revenue. I mean, we're going to make the TV time. People want to see Kentucky on TV. As bad as Kentucky was this year, the only team that made money, I guess, on TV or whatever how you say it, was Duke. Other than, and that's a lot of teams had much better years than Kentucky had, but they know that understand TV and money knows that Kentucky moves the needle. But with that being said, does Mark Pope have to promise these dudes a lot of minutes just in order for them to come to Kentucky? Because we're at that stage now where BBN don't want to hear excuses. You better bring in healthy kids and whatever it takes to pay them. And if you got to promise them minutes, you better give them the minutes that they want. Otherwise, Kentucky's just going to be Kentucky, or lack of, I guess to say.
no, now what Mark Pope has to do is be
Yeah.
transparent. Promising kids minutes is like,
But we're not in. But
it's
BC,
like a turtle
we're not in that.
promising
Yeah, but
that he can
we're
fly.
not in that era no more, BC.
But
we're not in that era.
It still doesn't change. You have to be transparent. What Mark Pope
I
has to do is take those kids and walk them up to the top of Rupp Arena and sit there and never mention nothing about money and say, what is your goals? And when that kid tells them what his goals is, then Mark Pope says, you know what the goals are here at Kentucky? You see them banners? Is to get another one of those right there. And they looking out there at the court from the top of Rupp, and he's telling them, you come here, and the number one thing he should always mention is defense. Defense first, defense, defense, defense. You play defense, you play hard, you're going to be on the court.
Okay.
And that's it.
I don't know.
That's what I will win or lose with.
Well, you may be losing because now we have to be honest, BC. All of the hip raw and all of the we want to hang a banner and all of this, we want this, and you got to come here and you got to play defense. A lot of these kids, they know that they can make some big time money now. if you're a big time player, are you really listening for like, well, we got to win a championship, or do you really just want to hear the dollar line? Because look, let's be real. My family is broke, big guy. My family is poor. That's those championships. Those are just pieces of material up in the banners getting I'm collecting dust. I need to feed my family tomorrow. What are you going to do for me that I can feed my family tomorrow? I don't care about all of that. Just pay me. And that's the age that we in. That sounds good and all. Once you get them to Kentucky, then you take them up to the top, and then then you try to school them on what's really expected here at Kentucky. But you got to get them through the door first.
You know what, Mike? If that's what's coming out of kids' mouth, and I know. I know this day and time is that if that's what's coming out of kids' mouth, okay, you can go somewhere else and they'll give you that. But then if I'm getting a kid, no matter where they come from, that's ready to lock down on defense and go out there and be a dog, I'd rather have that than anything. I'd rather have that because you can coach offensive skills. You can coach. You can coach defense skills all you want. You gotta want to play defense, but you can coach offensive skills. You can coach exit. You can do exit O's. You can run plays. If I got those kids out there that want to come and hang a banner up there, you can play for the name on your back. I get that. But if you come in and you respect Kentucky and you want to hang another banner up there and you want to come and play defense. That's why I
got you.
That's why I won't.
Well, I think we're in such of a,
because at the end of the day, Mike, that's why I'm saying I'm asking, what is it you want?
I got you.
Now, if you come in and money coming out of your mouth every 3 seconds, I get that. You get paid, but that's if I'm coach. You're going to get paid, but that's not what I want to hear. I'm not even going to mention money. I'm going to mention this is what the mission is. You don't have to be transparent if you don't want to, but if you're not transparent, they're not going to be transparent with you.
That's true. You got, I guess, as the head coach, you got to set that tone of where I would like for this conversation to go. But I definitely want to hear what you have to say as a player, and let's see what comes out of your mouth. Because I guess as the, you know what I'm saying, as a man speaketh, so I guess he says, ain't that what the good word says? I think that's what the good word says. You know what I'm saying? So if he starts talking about money, then you already know where his heart's at. And if he wants to come in and if he wants to compete for a national championship, I think the bottom line is, BC, is this year is so critical for Coach Pope to get this right.
I heard from a source, a friend of mine, that the Michigan coach, I mean the guy that plays on Michigan, that Kentucky offered what was it, $6 million or something? What did Kentucky offer?
I think he says anywhere. I think if I'm correct, $8 or $9 million, between 7 and 9.
My sources said that he went and he wasn't even thinking about money, but Kentucky was talking about money, and he took less to go to Michigan. That's what my sources say. Said Kentucky was money. We'll pay you this, we pay you that. And he wasn't even thinking about it. He was just thinking about going somewhere to develop his skills to get better so he can get to the next level. And that's what Michigan was talking about.
Okay.
You come here, we develop your skills. You're going to be a better basketball player at the end of the year than when you first came.
Okay. And he's balling.
Yeah. That's what my sources said. That
and he's going
Kentucky
to the Final Four.
Was talking about money.
Yeah. So, they said $9 million from his name was Jackson. Yep. and then he's going to the Final Four, and he's not on Kentucky. So I think it comes down to, I think prior to you getting to the top of the stadium to have that conversation, I
That's
think
what I
you
would
can
do.
kind of, yeah. I think you can kind of tell just by the first few minutes of a conversation of where a person's heart's at. So if you feel like by the time you get to the top of Rupp Arena to sit down, to look over the stadium, to look at the banners, if you guys have had a conversation that's not leaning towards money, then I kind of think I think then you can go that route, BC. I think you can truly ask a young man, what's on your heart, what's on your mind, what are your goals, what are you trying to achieve?
You got to, Mike, because
Yeah,
that seat up there is a seat that they
yeah.
call the cheap seats. But
Yes,
somebody paid their hard-earned money,
yes,
and
they
you
did.
looking out there on the court, and the recruit is looking out there on the court from afar, and you
Yeah,
asking them, "What's your goals?" You here at Kentucky. This is what we go after right here. These
yeah,
banners. This right here. This is college basketball at its best right here on this
yeah.
court. Now, what is your goals? What's your goals? At what do you want to be this time next year?
I want to be a champion. I want to hang his banner.
Hey, what comes out of the mouth next it
Yeah,
means a whole lot.
it's critical. Those that first few conversations that they having is I get you. That's actually a good point,
And
BC. I
that's what
would.
I would have to be if I was a coach, which
Yeah,
I'm not a coach,
yeah,
but if I was a coach, that's the way I would have to come to these kids in an era where you are like dealing with money and
yeah,
all this stuff.
yep.
You have to be transparent from the jump.
Absolutely.
Then that way, you know, it ain't no BS.
I got you. Well, it's this is one of those situations where Bobby's keeping Coach Pope up at night.
Mhm.
I know he knows he's not on a electric stove. He's on a gas fire. The flames are hitting it, and everybody's watching what this guy's going to do next. And look, I have to be honest. If everybody in the group would just tell me one thing, how BG is a detriment on the court. Not sure why
BG.
many still want him back. Um, Still don't know who all was leaving BC.
No, we don't.
And of course, I don't know if Jalen Lowe announced so fast because we got Mason Williams in. I'm not sure if that's why. But I think it's still going to be it's still going to be interesting because I mean people he's going to leave we want him gone. It's going to be interesting to see what guys actually leaving and we don't have to really go into the conversation of who's leaving, who's staying. But I think that also plays a big part to it. Because I know that they all had their exit interviews or whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
From what I understand, as far as is this a team that Coach Pope sees you as a future of, or is it best that you probably go ahead and transfer? Um, I Do you think Mark Pope feels the pressure to let look? Do you think he feels the pressure of just letting people go and not trying to persuade him to stay so he can build another team?
Man, Mark Pope is feeling every kind of pressure. Every
You
pressure.
say you say when is he not feeling pressure?
If it's pressure, he's feeling it. Man, here's what Big Mike. Here's why I would love for Mark. I hope Mark
Yeah,
Pope has a blueprint. I
yeah,
hope Mark Pope is his mindset is like, I need to get a big man that can score on the block, draw a double team, that's going to get to the foul line, can shoot free throws, that can rebound. I
yeah,
need that Karl Anthony Towns guy. And I need a forward that can step out, spread the court, and go down and muddy things up on the inside and
yeah,
can rebound. And I need guard play I hope he has a blueprint like that, Big Mike.
I
Because
got
you
you.
look in the
Yeah.
Final Four right now.
Yeah.
You look at the teams. They can play inside. That's like I said, college basketball ain't no different from back in the day with the Ewans and the Olajuwons and the Ed Pickneys and the big guy. They just shoot a little more threes.
Yeah.
You still got to have the guard play, and you still got to have that low post presence.
Yeah.
And most importantly, you got to be able to play defense and rebound. That's what's
Rebound.
going to.
Yeah.
That's what's going to get you. That's what's going to get you far.
And,
And you look at
and
the teams that's in there now.
yeah.
That's the way they built guard play. And if shots aren't falling, let's slow the game down. Let's throw it down to our big man. Let him play around a little bit inside the paint. Get to the line. Get buckets on the inside.
Yeah. That's true. So I would throw up Arzob's comment. He actually used a word that I don't want on the screen. That might not seem, but he was like, basically, why are we asking questions do we ever know the answers to? Because Coach Pope doesn't have an eye for talent. Well, I hope he's getting the people around him. Hopefully, Mo and maybe the other guy, Crawford. Hopefully those guys have the eye for talent. Maybe you bring them in and maybe we can fix that.
I'm not sure of this, but I think Mark Pope had like a Kentucky reality check. And it's kind of weird because he played here.
Yeah.
And he know what it takes to win it all. He knew the type of players that he had on his on that team, that championship team. Had guys that just go get a bucket anytime they want. You would think that he would build a team like that, but I think Mark Pope builds a team more of like his character. I think when he came in Kentucky from BYU, I think he was like, I want to build a system. I want to build a team that's like my character. Shoot a bunch of threes. We run this and that, back doors and all this. And now I'm thinking that he's seeing that's not going to work here at Kentucky.
Okay.
I think he sees that the fan base wants those Derek Andersons, those Anthony Elps, those Walter McCarthy's, those guys that can go get the Ron Mercers. I think he sees that he sees, and it's always hard when you're trying to replace a guy like Calipari.
Yeah.
When you come in and replacing a guy like that, your life expectancy is low. I'm just being honest. It's low. Even though fans wanted Calipari out, when you come and you replace somebody like that, it's tough. It's tough. So I think Mark Pope was kind of like, well, I don't want to be like that guy.
Okay.
I'm going to change the system and the players I get. But now I think he sees I need to be a little like that guy and get the players like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why he wouldn't see that in year two. But then, and the reason why I say I don't know why he didn't see that in year two. Year one, let's see if my style will work. And maybe because we was able to make it with that squad to the Sweet 16, you know what? I might have something here.
Exactly.
I might be able to get away with this. But like if he doesn't, like if he's not willing to truly make that change from year two to year three and have that mindset of, and I think that's baffling for a lot of Kentucky fans, is he knows the dog that is needed in players to be able to win national championships. And when he's out here selecting these players, then that's a bad look on him, because does he really look at these players and be like, yeah, he has what they take to win a national championship?
Well,
or is he just or is he just filling spots to fill spots? So he has to be, along with his coaching staff and whoever else he brings in, and with the so-called GM or whatever, those guys are gonna have to be like that. They might have to fight in the room together. They might have to close the door and fight to decide who they feel like can give Kentucky the best opportunity to win. And it's going to be based off. We need to go out and get a lot of tough guys that can come in here to Kentucky and that they can place and that they want to walk through the door and they want to be tough minded and that they hate to lose. I get it. Kids don't want to lose. I don't want this to sound stupid. Kids don't want to lose, but let's be real. Some kids, they lose. Well, we lost another game. Some kids lose and it bothers them. We need the kids in here. We need the young men in here that when they when they lose a ball game, it bothers them. Like they don't just go get in their nice cars that they brought with their NIL money and all this kind of stuff. Like they take it personal.
I think this last team took it personal. I think it bothered them when they lost. I really do. It was just a lot of games. They was just outmatched. But that's like you talked about Mark Pope. Like the first year he came in, he put a team together. He put a team together at the last minute.
Yeah.
You can look at it, Big Mike. I know Kentucky fans, a lot of Kentucky fans might say it was a failure, but he put a team together. They beat Duke. They beat Gonzaga. Yeah. They beat Florida, who went on won the national championship. It was a good year.
It was a good, yeah. It was a good first year
with injuries. So Mark Pope probably is thinking like, okay, my system's gonna work, just like you were saying. And then he comes back the following year and said, well, I got more time. Let me build this like this. And it didn't work.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping now that he sees, man, I gotta get some guys. I gotta have 5 guys on the court that can score instead of 2. I gotta have a guy that I can throw it inside and he's going to be a beast and he's gonna score. I gotta have like a Toppin type guy, a Carl Anthony type. I hope that he has seen with 2 years of SEC play, 2 years of tournament. I hope that he sees I need these type of players, like you alluded to. I need these type of players that can win. I need that point guard who can do whatever. I hope he sees that now. I hope. Because like I said at the beginning of the show, this is the make or break year.
Well, I don't know if we agree on a lot of things, BC, but I think we agree on that. I think the fan base, even the most
we don't agree on, man. What are you talking about?
Hold on, BC, hold on for a second, BC. Mm-hmm. Anyway, BC, hold on for a second. But anyway, I think even loyal fans to supporters of Coach Pope might be the same way as like, okay, Coach Pope, we got all the heat coming. We got everybody talking about how you're not a coach, how you shouldn't be here at Kentucky. We're trying our best to ride with you. We're trying our best to stay in there and to support you. But if you don't make it work this year, and when we say work, as you said earlier, if we don't make a run in March and we don't make it out the first weekend, then you know what? We might have to go ahead and slide on over to those guys and get in on getting you out of here at Kentucky, because this right here ain't gonna work. So there's a lot on the line. There's a lot on the line for Coach Pope this year. Right. Yeah. So he's gonna have to he's gonna have to hit a home run. Like for me, I think he's gonna have to have a top 2 portal class in order for that to happen. And then if you get a top 2, and then if you get a 1 or 2 top portal class, how's these guys going to play together? Are you going to be, because the other coach was good at getting people to play together. Can Coach Pope get these guys good to play together? That's your team. That's your coach, BC.
Yeah.
So hey, I need you to send out a memo tomorrow. I need you to send out a memo tomorrow.
He is your coach too.
Yeah, he is.
He is the coach at Kentucky.
Yeah. Jerry Branscombe. I mean, it's and Jimmy Pope is learning. You know what? I'm sorry, Jimmy, and I love you, big guy, and you make sure you shoot the jumper. But BBN don't want to hear Pope is learning. they don't like, and that. See, when you say Pope is
I never
learning,
said it. I never said it didn't come out of my mouth.
That. when you say a coach is learning, then that tells you he needed to learn somewhere else before coming to Kentucky. That's exactly what they're saying, because you're not going to bring a Bill Self or one of these big time coaches in and be like, well, he's still learning. Still learning what? The frick you mean you learning? You at Kentucky. If you don't have it down already, then what you doing?
I don't think
you understand what I'm saying?
I don't think that I'm not looking at it as he's learning. I'm looking at it as he's like, I have to change my system.
Well, okay.
But learning to coach, nah, I don't think he's doing that.
Well, a lot of people don't think he can coach.
But I think he's looking at it like, I don't know.
I got you.
I'm just thinking he's looking at it like, what I'm used to doing, I don't think that's going to work.
Okay, I can do that then.
I need to get some players in here. There are some scores. There are some big time players.
I give you that then. Absolutely. Okay, Jimmy, I give you the benefit of the doubt. BC came to your rescue. So I don't really like BC or Jimmy.
I don't know if that's what he's thinking. I'm just saying that's the way I see it. Coach Pope, he knows how to coach.
Well, I mean, I didn't say that. I'm just saying what a lot of people don't feel like. People don't feel like Coach Pope can coach. You know what I'm saying? I can't judge him. I can't even shoot a free throw, so I can't judge Coach Pope if he can do it or not. You know what I mean?
Jam shoot free throw.
Jimmy Jam can shoot free throws, and that's why I don't call for coaches or players to leave or get fired. Because who am I? Dude,
right?
I'm nobody. I've been watching Netflix. Who am I? Right. So I definitely don't. Yeah,
it's fair game to critique, but then it's like it can be unrealistic.
Yeah,
because fans love saying you can't coach if you get beat, and then you can do the same thing the following game and win by 10.
And then people don't say, man, he showed the coach a good game tonight, didn't he?
It was people had nerve enough to say that he out-coached Rick Pitino. Now think about that. Let that sink in.
And then, as they say, and then turn around with the same tongue and says he can't coach no more.
Exactly. So you see what I'm saying?
It's one of those. It's one of the things with being in Kentucky. You gotta.
That's pretty much everywhere. It's just
I think it's
Kentucky.
I think it's elevated at Kentucky,
and everybody else is down here.
Exactly. So, and I think that's what makes the difference in it is that it is Kentucky, and everybody else, whether people want to still say Kentucky is relevant or not, Kentucky's not going to win another championship for another 15 years or whatever. They're never going to win up under Coach Pope. Doesn't matter what anybody says about that. When you look at it, and March Madness is even a lot better when Kentucky is still playing deep into the tournament. It makes the tournament fun for a lot of people. And believe me, I'm almost certain that TV programs are like saying, freak it, dude. Kentucky got beat again. The numbers are going to go down because people want to see Kentucky play. We moved the needle.
I don't think they said that.
Well, I mean, Kentucky moves the needle. I mean, as bad as the years as they had, supposedly, and they still move the numbers.
Because Kansas, it's Kentucky.
It's Kentucky.
It's like the Yankees. The Yankees cannot be good, but they the Yankees.
They're the Yankees, exactly. Like, so that's
Kansas is not there. North Carolina is not there. So
Duke's not there no more.
You know what?
Yep. Yep. See what else we got over here. Chris Eversole, if he couldn't coach, why would we pick him up from BYU? I didn't pick him up from BYU because What's Chris at? Chris, I didn't pick him up from BYU. Nobody
He
else would
got
pick up
defensive,
Kentucky.
didn't he, Chris?
Yeah, yeah.
Why
Chris, I'm
you
sorry,
get
big
it
guy.
from BYU then, Mike?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Mike's like, I didn't.
Look. I'm not saying Coach Pope. This is for Chris. Appreciate you, brother. I didn't say Coach Pope couldn't coach. I'm just saying, like, if you look at the comments, if you look at the boards and you look at social media, the narrative is Coach Pope can't coach. But you got to understand something. Why do we get him from BYU? Because the other 6 guys didn't want to come to Kentucky. You don't really have anybody else, and you got to get a coach here. I don't know.
A lot of people just turned on Mark Pope because when Mark Pope first came here, he's the thoroughbred, man.
Yeah,
he's from Kentucky. That's like UNC. Yeah. UNC hires from within the program. That's
okay. Yeah.
Hubert Davis sat over there for about 10 years under Roy Williams. Then he got the job. Went to national championship. Won a league championship. 5 years later,
he's gone.
I'll let you. And he lost his best player. Right after they beat Duke.
Sure did. Yep.
So this coaching thing is hard. And you know what? Majority of people decide your fate that never coached on the level that you coaching on.
That's true. One last question, bro. Josh Hubbard. His name's been thrown around out there a lot. Seems like I see his name a lot. And I think Peanut just actually mentioned his name again, too. Josh Hubbard from Mississippi State. Would you like him at Kentucky?
Yeah.
I think now people say the same thing you said about Jasper. He's a high volume guy. Do you think he would take a back seat to being or is he just in the system?
No, he's not
at
taking
Mississippi State. Well, here's the thing. He's at a system in Mississippi State that causes for him to be that guy. If he came to Kentucky to play with other guys that was capable of doing what he does, would he be okay with being a number one facilitator?
Deferring? Yeah, I think he would.
I'm talking about Josh Hubbard.
Yeah, I think he would.
Yeah.
Him and Jasper Johnson's 2 different people.
Yeah.
He's proven.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jasper came from high school.
Yeah.
Two different players.
Well, I mean, I wasn't really because him and Jasper play two different positions too, though. He's a point guard. Jasper's he's a shooting guard. So my thing is just like, well, I only mention Hubbard in the same sentence as Johnson. It was because that's what you mentioned about Johnson, is that he's a high quantity guy that needs a shot up. And I'm thinking to myself, if Hubbard is that guy that would hit the transfer portal, and I'm not sure, I haven't seen anything, and I know you guys will let me know if he's already announced he's hitting the portal, but his name has kind of been out there for about a week and a half now about maybe he could be someone that may end up at Kentucky if he hits the portal. And if so, I mean, we would have our point guard. It's only for 1 year, but we'll have our point guard though.
I think if he came and he's got players around him that he would be like, okay, I'm going to be a facilitator and I score when I need to, because he has played in the system, and the last 2 years he was the guy that had to go get the bucket, and he see that, okay, I'm here. I'm not going to win a championship like that. So I gotta have other guys around me.
And I think that's my whole point of when I ask him, will he be okay with being in a system at Kentucky or anywhere that has other guys around him that he doesn't necessarily have to go out and feel like I got to be the man every single night, but I'm here to win a championship. So, coach, what do you need me to do? Can I do what I do best? And can I get people involved? And can I put that type of pressure on the defense? Then now they just can't be out here just be double teaming, because now they got to respect me as a player, and it leaves other people. It allows me to have those one-on-ones with the big, and I can get the ball down to the big and I can play. Because if you got a point guard that teams don't respect, then they can play off of you, and then they can cheat over on defense. So that's what you don't want to need. But I think if Hubbard came to Kentucky, I think that I would take him. I would be okay
Yeah,
with
I
it.
think I think
Yeah,
I think he would be all right.
yeah. But I guess the player that is the point guard from that we mentioned is Deshaun Ruffin, and I think he was the player of the year, 23 points a ball game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the guy that you were saying if you can play, you can play.
Yeah.
So hey, we know when Deion left, Deion took his guys with him from I think he was at Jackson State too, wasn't he? He left Jackson State and went over to Colorado. He took his guys,
Mm-hmm.
and you see, at least for 1 year, it worked out for him. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it sort of put Colorado back on the map, even if just a little bit. They was an exciting team that year. So if Mo can bring one or two of his guys over that he's been coaching for a couple of years and he knows what they're capable of, this is going to be really fun to really watch as we get into this big time. We got to get through the Final Four. Who's winning the Final Four, BC?
Mm-hmm.
I got Arizona, bro. I got an Arizona and Michigan
You got Arizona.
championship, and
You
I got Arizona.
winning it all.
I got Arizona win. Well, Michigan's looking good, bro.
Man,
Michigan put that foot in Tennessee's butt.
You got Arizona.
Ooh.
You got Arizona winning it all. You got 30% chance.
Was that, who's playing in the Final Four? I haven't even seen it yet. What's the matchup in the Final Four?
Pick, you got about 35% chance.
So pick one, huh?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I don't think
good. You got 3 number ones, and Illinois, what was they? Number 4?
2, I think 2 or 3. I think it was. I think they was a 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Yeah. Yes, I think so. Don't quote me on that, but I got Arizona. Duke was there. It felt good to see Duke lose, and it was a good.
I can't believe Duke let them come back like that.
And so they had to. I haven't watched 1 second of the game.
They was down 19, and about 10-minute mark, I think they cut the lead. UConn cut the lead to 10. I was like, oh, they went on the run. Every team makes a run.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, they just if you want to see how it is the perfect way to come back against a team, watch that game. They shot high percentage shots. They got to the free throw line. They get in their twos and they lock down on defense. And the first half, you watching, you like, oh, so man, Duke is playing this defense, man. They can't do nothing. It was like the way Iowa State was playing defense on Kentucky.
Yeah.
And then the second half, man, they just chipped it. And you could see Hurley, whether you like him or not, you could see that his calm demeanor, that he was like, oh, we still in the game. It's kind of like that mentality. Oh, the game's 0-0 every possession. Every possession, the game's 0-0. He kind of had that. And you could see he was over there. He was just like calm and still fired up. Even when they cut the lead to 10, he was still fired up.
Yeah.
So it was a big time game, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't think I don't think Illinois I think they made a good run. They made a Final Four. I think that's good.
They're pretty good.
Also, it's Arizona, Michigan, UConn, and what's the name? So UConn wasn't number 1. So we only got 2 number 1s in.
Oh, UConn,
Michigan, Arizona and Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm definitely I'll have to go back and find some. I didn't watch any of it, but all I know is Tennessee got beat pretty bad. But they got destroyed. But hey, they made it to a Sweet 16 or whatever, the Elite 8. So we didn't.
They can't get past it.
Nope.
8, man.
So I guess as a Kentucky fan, I guess I can't say too much about Tennessee getting beat down. Like at least they made it to the Elite 8, and we didn't. So it's kind of like
I can say something about them getting beat down. Forget Tennessee.
And you will too, huh?
I will. I don't care. They can say we didn't make it that far or whatever. I don't care. You got beat. But like I said, I like the players. It's just the fans.
Yeah. I know. I got you. just the fans. So, well, BC, man, I appreciate you, man, jumping on with me tonight, bro. As always, our Monday night show. Don't forget, guys, on the Wednesday night show with Jimmy and Leah, they'll be chopping it up with the Wednesday night show. If you're new here or whatever, the Wednesday night shows will be a lot based off the transfer portal and what's going on and what could happen. So that's what they do. That's what they do well. That's what they're going to be doing on Wednesday night. I think it's a set 7 Eastern. So check them out. And also, guys, don't forget about the Thursday night call-in show. It starts at 8 Eastern, and we'll go until we go, I guess. That's pretty much how we do it. We don't, when we show up on Thursday nights for the call-in shows, we just kind of play it by ear, and there's no set time limit. So please come out and join. Also, he's a nut job. UT still has never been to a Final Four. Nope. Still never been to a Final Four. So I'm okay with that, BC. That's what first thing I did when I woke up, I said, Lord, thank you for letting me see another day. Let me see the score. Let me see the score, though. Yeah.
Man, and Duke got beat last second shot. Like I don't have nothing against Duke, man. You know what I'm saying? The only thing Duke really ain't done nothing to us. Okay. He was like sort of a Christian Leitner. That's other than the Christian Leitner, they ain't done nothing to us. They beat us Elite 8. We beat them Elite 8. They really ain't done nothing to us. We beat them all the time. Yeah, they beat us. You know, but other than Christian Leitner, they ain't really done nothing to us, man.
They did that. You know, we still don't like Duke, though. The Dukies.
I'm just saying, I don't have no problem with Duke.
You ain't got no problem like that. Like I got no problem with Vandy.
No, they ain't done nothing to us, man. I wish we could. I wish we could win up against Duke in 2015, though.
Oh, that would have been nice, wouldn't it?
And won the championship and went undefeated. Yeah,
that would have been nice, man.
But Duke ain't done nothing. They ain't done nothing to us, man.
That's crazy, bro. leave them boys alone down off in North Carolina. Durham.
They ain't done nothing to us, man. What have they done?
Leave them boys in Chapel Hill alone. they ain't did nothing to us.
Come on. I'm just saying. You know, Christian Leitner hitting that shot and stepping on what was Timberlake?
Yeah.
Ain't really done nothing to us.
That's it. But anyway, man, thank you guys for joining in as well. I appreciate it. BC, he is, you know, that's my dude, BC. BC, I'm gonna hit our song and then we're gonna be out, bro.
Okay, man.
We're gonna put this live.
Check it out, it's the show. You know, crowd tightened up as we left the flow. Yo, no fake hype, just real BBN talk. It's the loyal BBN fan show. Stand tall.
First time you watch, you're a guest in the zone. Second time around, you're your family or home. So raise your hands, let's make it loud. BBN fans strong, we're here, we're proud.
Guys, thank you guys once again, man. We appreciate it. Hope you guys hit that like button on your way out if you haven't already hit it. It's always a pleasure to be here on Monday nights with my dude BC. BC, I don't know. I don't really like what you're saying, bro. But anyway,
what are you talking about?
Yeah. Don't worry about it, BC. I'm grown.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What did I say this time?
You know, BC got his. You know, so BC got his thoughts. No, don't mean I have to agree with you.
Man, Duke ain't done what was Duke done to us. Except for Christian Leitner hit that shot.
Outside, they not Kentucky, huh? For real, Billy.
What have they done to us? We
absolutely.
It ain't like they just every time we play them, they blow us off the court or whatever.
That's not. Ooh, yeah. We don't want to go back to that year.
Now Florida done something to us.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. They have anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for joining the show tonight, man. Until next time, Monday night, we'll be back same time, 6 Eastern, Wednesday, 7 Eastern, Thursday nights, 8 Eastern for the call-in show. Until next time, see Jimmy's still on your side. BC's the man. See, I know you guys are talking behind the scene, and I know I didn't like neither one of you cats, bro.
Hey man, I'm just saying, man. Hey,
don't hate.
Some of that stuff you gotta let go, man.
Yes, you do.
Too much pressure on you.
Too much pressure. Let
that stuff go.
Let that go.
Do some. what's some praying or something? Read your Bible or something. This stuff go, man.
Something. Peanut, you said somebody actually said I should start playing this at the beginning of the show. So I'm not sure. Maybe
you should play the song, man, and get some graphics are going while the song's playing, or some highlights.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Your beautiful face will come on after that.
But here's the like the thing with that BC
you
is
want me to
like
fix that up for you, man.
But you can't do it live though. I got to figure out how to do all this live though. That's the problem.
You can do that live. You know how well you can bring.
You just got to share the screen.
You don't really have to share the screen. It's where you can. It's right there. You know where you can bring in media stuff.
Yeah,
just like you playing the song. It's got you bring video media in, and you can just play that before the song. I mean, before the show.
We just having a family conversation with you guys right here. So so never mind us, okay? But there's a thing during the live though, BC, like for media, you can't just. There's no option during lives though. That's my problem. There's the brand, none of that. You can't just insert that stuff in there during a what's the name.
That's crazy.
Yes, it is. See, that's why I don't.
That's false advertisement then.
But then we get
because you remember I always was like you can do that stuff during live. That's what the tutorials and stuff show.
Yeah,
that you can do it during live.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out then, because I would love to do that. That really helps the show out when we can do stuff like that. Everybody, wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. You got to put a little spunk to it. I'm okay with that too. Duke versus UK is core memory for me. I will always be for whoever is playing against Duke. Always. Throw that up. Somebody still hates Duke.
Man, now
Kentucky Rick says don't mind us. Y'all just keep going.
Well, Kentucky Rick already knows. He knows.
Yeah. Kentucky nigga what's going on. Yeah.
Now I don't hate Duke. I don't dislike the players. It's just they really ain't done nothing to us. Now, when they get beat, just like Tennessee, I love it.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I do.
I love it. I was rooting for my boy Patino.
Yeah, I was too.
St. John's.
Yeah, I was. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was.
But Duke really ain't done that to us. Just the Christian Laettner thing. What else have they done to us, Big Mike?
They did kind of beat us a couple of years ago pretty bad by 33, didn't they? By 30, didn't they?
Yeah. They got us that year, but
that was
we do it to them too.
Ever did like that before?
The year they had Elton Brand and Traden Landon and them, and we had your boy Wayne Turner and Scott Padgett. We just took the heart out. I think
it just ripped it out, huh?
Just ripped it out. That's the year we won, 98. Yeah. Tubby Smith just took the heart out.
Push some.
See when you're even
on our name. Yeah.
See when you're even, you're all right with me. But when it gets lopsided, that's why I might have an issue with you.
I got you. Like Florida.
Yeah, like Florida. Florida been doing it to us. Yeah, they've been doing it to us. They off and on.
So, Jimmy said that's under Cal. I think I kind of rubbed Jimmy the wrong way.
Yeah, they've been
right now, then Coach Pope is 1-0 against Duke, which is the new era of Kentucky basketball. So Coach Pope is 1-0 against the Duke's Blue Devils. So we okay there. Yeah.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Someone
said BC showing his face today.
Yeah, man. This is I'm Monday night guy. I'm Monday night guy, man. Yeah. Like Howard Cosell. I'm Monday night guy, man. I gotta show my face on Monday night.
You gotta show his face. Hopefully he'll call in and show his face on Thursday night too as well, and help me co-host. Not to put him on the spot, but I don't want to put him on the spot, but maybe we'll see how that goes. But anyway, guys, boo Devils, absolutely.
Now, if Chris Savage was on here, man, you see another side of me. I'd be talking bad about Duke. Nah, I wouldn't, cause he don't do that to me. He do that to you.
Yeah, he do that to me.
To you, but he don't do that to me, so I don't.
Yeah, I got you. And he's 3-0 against Oklahoma. He's 4-1 against Tennessee. He's
And
what,
Tennessee ain't
4-5-0. He's 0-5 against Alabama, I think it is.
And Tennessee ain't never done. Now Alabama, they doing it to
Yeah.
us.
I wonder what they're gonna look like next year as well, too. 4-1 against Tennessee, 0-5 against Alabama,
Tennessee ain't never done
0-2 against Auburn. Yeah,
Auburn
what is he?
Auburn
2?
been doing it to us ever since Cal.
Yeah.
Especially in
I
the
think
tournament. They put us
I
out
think
Sweet
he's what?
16 1 year.
Yeah, I think he's 2-0. He's 2-2 against Vandy, which is absurd. Yeah, so, which is absurd for real. I think he's what? He's He's 2-0 against Mississippi State. What is that? 1-1 against Ole Miss, I think it is. What is that? 1-4 against Florida. No, 1-3 against Florida. But we only played one time last year, and they beat us 3 times this year.
You know what, Big Mike?
What's that?
Vanderbilt, no matter how bad or how good they are, that is always a tough game for us.
It is.
Even 2012.
Yeah.
Vandy is always, they get up when they play Kentucky.
They do. Look, I want to show you this number right fast, bro. And then you tell me right fast. 0-8 versus Georgia, Auburn, and Alabama. Since when does Kentucky basketball do that? You gonna protect your head coach now after seeing that? And we're gonna end with that note.
You gonna protect your head coach?
No, dog, I won't.
Hey,
as they said on live, I ain't nice like boss man.
It's like, hey, can't win them all.
I guess not. 1-0 against Patino, so that's good. I don't think people realize how hard it is to win in that. It's a lot. Hey, Marsh, it's a lot. It's hard to win a national championship, man. It is.
They don't. Who said that?
Marsh.
Marsh?
Marsh, 34-34.
Hey, 34-34. They don't.
34.
That's
don't. What we're gonna start calling you, Marsh. 34-34.
They don't. They don't know. Do you, Big Mike?
Yeah. Oh, I do. See, the show is ending right now.
They don't know, Marsh.
The show has ended.
Talk that stuff.
2-1 versus Cal and Rick. Can't win them all. Jimmy, you don't want to hear that, Jimmy. Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna start calling Omar 34-30. Yeah, we're gonna start calling him 34-34, like we checking play at the line in offense in football. 34-34. Omaha, 34-34. We're gonna start checking at the line for him. But anyway, guys, man, I appreciate you guys.
He or she or whatever.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah,
she is a smart individual.
Yeah, we're gonna just say 34-34. How about that? 34-34.
They very smart.
Very smart people. They understand. So I think Stafford, he's in Georgia. It's so complicated now. Y'all remember when it was just beat Louisville? The dynamic it's changed a lot. We're 1-1 against Louisville. That ain't gonna cut it. that ain't gonna cut it. You know what I mean? Come on, Coach Pope.
That's 500, man.
Coach Pope, look at me. Fix it. That's how we're gonna say here at BBN. Fix it. Okay, get it right. Okay, because if you don't, we coming for you. So fix. Hey.
He ain't lying.
BBN is like man, dude. They like this. They ready, bro. They ready for this year. Yeah. So NIL is champion mid-majors. Big schools don't have it easy. No, they don't, man. It's definitely an easy playing field, or a different, even not an even playing field now. Yeah, it's evening out by the day. That's for sure. But anyway, BC man, what's up? Go ahead, BC. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's like everybody got nuclear weapons.
Everybody got
everything out.
Yeah,
even everything out.
And nobody's afraid to use it.
Exactly.
Everybody. Hey, as they say, hey, you're not about this game. Yes, I am. Watch and see what I'm getting ready to do. Boom, let it drop. 14-year-old gets cupcakes. Better. Yeah. Scoop it up. For real. So guys, until next time, man, thank you guys for being on with me and BC tonight. If you're on Facebook, please come over and subscribe to YouTube. I don't know what you guys are waiting for. I'm not sure how many more ways I can ask you guys, but I do appreciate you watching and thank you. I will say that. I'm not sure how else to ask you guys to come over to subscribe. Matter of fact, if BC's sleepy, I am too, and I still gotta go to work. If you're watching from Facebook right now, I get it. BC's been working all day. I got my 5 hours of sleep. If you're watching from Facebook right now, just type BBN in the chat. Would you do that for me, please? I feel like I'm calling people to church, but like, would you just give the Lord your hand tonight? Would you just do it? Hey, if you're watching from Facebook, put the put BBN in it. I can go over and see myself. Probably not a lot of people. Yeah. If you're watching, it's I see there's a couple of people watching from Facebook. So could you please just type BBN in the chat right fast for us? Launch code set. No hard bars left. I watched BC's videos on our expectations, and he made some valid points. We can't be a toxic fan base; it will affect everything. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You can't, and that's And I actually asked a question or whatever. Is people does people not understand the seriousness of their effects as the fan base? And people are like, well, kids or whatever. Man, these people are hearing this, man, for real. But so nobody's gonna get off the book face, you Jeezers. Okay, we'll let that go, Peanut. Appreciate you, big guy.
Tell them how you feel, Peanut.
Tell them how you really feel.
Anyway,
guys, what's that?
Man, my birthday's coming up.
When?
April the 20th.
Okay.
Teachers always used to tell me I had the same birthday as Hitler.
Okay.
They made sure they let me know that.
You should come in with your mustache trimmed in.
No, my wife ain't gonna let that ride.
No, not at all.
Man, I do that. Michael Jordan did that one time. And Kevin Hart was clowning on him. But for my birthday, I would like for Peanut to call in and show his face. Can that be a birthday present, Peanut? Call in. Well, I can see who Peanut is face to face.
Well,
can we do that, Peanut?
The challenge is out there. No, let me tell you.
20. That may be a Monday too.
Hey, you know what? He actually did try to call in on. Is it? He actually tried to call in on a show, maybe the last show we had, the last long show we had. Mm-hmm. He actually tried to call in, but for some reason he can get his system to work. So he did try to call in. Yeah.
Here's the thing, Peanut. Download Google Chrome. Download Google Chrome if you own your if you got a MacBook or if you own a Mac or whatever. Download Google Chrome, and then when that little link comes up, you be able to go right on to Riverside.
There you go.
Show your face, Peanut. I want to meet you. That could be a birthday present. April the 20th, Monday night.
So, yep. So what we can do is, Peanut, you don't have to, if you don't want to show your face between now and then, just go ahead and keep practicing to get in and not use your camera. And then on the 20th, show your face. We can do it that way. So we'll know that you can get in, and all you got to do is just turn the camera on instead of leaving it off. Cool. Anyway, this message right here is for Mike on Facebook. I just saw. Yeah, he is.
It's just and get stoned all day on 420.
This is from Mike from Facebook. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? This is a personal message for you. I'm not sure if you've already subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you haven't, I'm just curious, what would it take for you to come over and hit that subscribe button over on YouTube? Let me know your thoughts as well. What can we do? And it really helps the channel if you can do that, because we might have 100 people watching, but if 20 of those people are watching on Facebook, then guess what? None of that counts towards YouTube. So it doesn't really help build the it really doesn't really help build it, but we appreciate you though.
And also with YouTube, which I have about 3 YouTube accounts, because I got like 2 other channels that I also have and do content on. But
Yeah.
just like you probably also do too, Mike. But YouTube, you can set up an account and you can log in, and it's just you don't have to do nothing else after that. You don't have to make
Yeah.
any kind. You just can go on and watch content, and whatever you watch, it will set up your feed according to what you watch, and you can go
Yeah.
on and subscribe. With YouTube, I know a lot of people probably like, oh, man, it's just why I need another social media account. But yeah, you don't have to watch it or what. I watch a lot of YouTube on my TV because I just go and pull it up, and that's practically majority of what I watch. But you can just set up an account, and you don't have to do nothing else after that. It's not. It's free.
Yeah. So we would definitely, all of us here, Leah, Jimmy, BC, and myself would definitely be appreciative for your subscribe. We don't want your money. We don't want anything but a subscribe, and you to come and hang out and be a part of the family. We're not asking for none of that. We're just asking for your subscribe and for you to come and hang out as a family. And we have family conversations over here weekly. So please consider doing that. And thank you for putting the BBN in the chat. I know there's more people that's watching it. Not everybody put it in. So Mike, thank you for actually putting that in. We appreciate it. Mike Klein at that. So BC, thank you so much, man. I got to go fix me some breakfast and go to work. I always appreciate you. Thank all you guys. Hit the like button. We'll see you on Wednesday nights with Jimmy and Leah. And until next time, you guys know how it is. Go Cats.
Yes, y'all.